Hey guys, it's JW. Just arrived at my last location. Didn't have any time to do a video in between and really didn't have a whole lot to say. But I got to thinking, I was listening to sports radio on the way to work today. And the Boston Celtics, my favorite sports team, are in the NBA Finals. And they're up 2-0 now. They beat the Dallas Mavericks again last night. And they look to be clearly the superior team. But having been a basketball fan since I was 10 years old, I went to my first Celtics game. Have been to hundreds of Celtics games. Was a season ticket holder for 30 years. Before that, I used to, me and a buddy of mine used to sneak into the games. We had this secret entrance through the boiler room. And we used to sneak into the games from there, and it was great. We saw everything: Celtics, Bruins, hockey, rodeos, ice capades, whatever came to town. We just snuck in and found a seat. There's always an empty seat you can find. Sometimes it's a really good seat, and if not, you can always stand up in the what they called the gallery back then, way up in the balcony. But you could always see. So, but I got to thinking that there's a lot of correlation between sports and life, I think. You see, Celtics are up 2-0 in this series, and which is good. They've only played 2 games, and they've won both of them. But the fans, when they call, I listen to sports radio, when they call sports radio, you would think the Celtics are down 2-0 because this particular player didn't score enough, and he's not good, and the guy's real good, but people are never happy, And it tends to be that way with pretty much everything. I'll relate it to the crossing guard thing. My partner, who works with me at the middle school, is a terrific crossing guard. She's very safety conscious. She's been doing it for almost 30 years, and she's going to be retiring after another week. We get out of school the 20th, which is a week from Thursday. And that's only because we had 2 snow days, so we have to make those up. But no matter how good a job you do, and I tell you, she's done a remarkable job. She's if there's a model for being a crossing guard, she would be it. So, but she told me about once a week how someone come by in the morning and said this and yelled at her because they didn't think she should have stopped them because there was no kids crossing, and she stopped them. And what they don't realize is that the job entails a lot more than just crossing children. It's we have buses we need to get in and out of a location, a school, and that's part of our responsibility. But it goes to show you that no matter how good you are at your job and how good you are at anything in life, there's always somebody willing to jump up and criticize you. And I think that has more to do with them than it does with anything else, because they probably, for whatever reason, are not happy with their life. And if they see someone who they deem less than them, I guess, it's a crossing guard, how dare she stop me? They feel it's okay to criticize them because it makes them feel better, I guess. And I guess I consider it low self-esteem. And I see people all the time with low self-esteem. And it used to make me angry. I used to have a quick temper back in the day. But once I started realizing that it wasn't the way to go, because people can respond physically, they can respond verbally, they can respond in a number of ways, and sometimes you can get hurt if you're not paying attention. So I always tell people, before you say anything back to anyone, count to 3. I relayed that story of the crossbow earlier in one of my videos, and I won't bore you with that again. But so I guess the correlation between sports and the crossing guard was a good one, because no matter how well you perform, the Celtics did not shoot particularly well last night, but they played tremendous defense, and they won a game. They probably had no right winning it, but they were a smart team, and they won the game on their brains and their defense and hard work. And that should be that should be something that people cheer for rather than criticize. But again, it's part of the society we live in, I guess. But anyway, I thought I'd jump on while I was thinking of it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.